shit that started last fall. September 3rd, I've been getting headaches and a weird feeling near my shunt. What's a shunt? Well, I'm glad you asked. In my case, a shunt is a plastic tube that runs from the ventricles of my brain down the side of my neck and drains cerebrospinal fluid ambiguously in the mesentery of my belly. Backstory is when I was 9, I got bad headaches, vomiting, ringing in my ears, CAT scan, MRI, first brain surgery, shunt in 91. It got clogged in 95 with like proteins. So second brain surgery, 20 years after, no troubles. One big scare, 15 years ago, bad headaches, got an MRI, nothing, I was fine, I was just stressed out. That's probably what this is, I'm probably just stressed out. September 12th, today I was extra insubordinate to my manager, Dana. She's not a real manager, more of a warm body filling a corporate floor chart. This isn't a real job either, just another freelance gig at a marketing firm downtown. Dana is actually a man who's 5'6", constantly dieting, creating dramas when she really comes alive. So I refer to her by female pronouns behind her back, because she's very insecure, and questioning her masculinity would hurt her feelings. This isn't a cool thing that I do, but it really takes the edge off of working here. September 14th, still headaches. I fucking love my doctor's office. The staff are Southeast Asian women who speak 2 to 4 languages each. When my people were hitting each other with rocks in Dark Ages Bavaria, they had Angkor Wat and the printing press. My doctor agrees that headaches are probably stress, but with my history, it's worth it to get an MRI and see a neurologist. Vlad says everything is going to be okay. Also, my mom is here, and when I read this paragraph, she said, it's not clear from the context clues who Vlad is. Vlad is my boyfriend and soon-to-be husband, but you can judge for yourselves whether from the context clues it's ambiguous. He says everything is going to be okay and gives me a nightly back rub before we go to sleep together. I love him so much, but I'm not going to believe that I'm capital A all right until someone with a neuro degree is looking at a recent MRI of my head. Writing of mine that my mom did like was today we went to the movies and we went to go to the bathroom together first, and I said we could get a Peabody Award because we're Peabodies. So, September 19th, I was going to host a private TED Talk with Dana titled, It Needs to Be More Chill. But instead I quit. I tell Dana either working here is so stressful it's spoofing symptoms that indicate I'll need brain surgery, or I just need brain surgery, but other way I gotta go. Ooh, do you know what Dana says? She says, well, that's a lot on me. And I just let that go, like a coward. I haven't told anyone but Vlad about this brain stuff. Now Dana knows more than my closest friends. Enjoy this intimacy, Dana. Goodbye, Dana. Do you know why HMOs have a reputation for sucking? It's because they suck. And the neuro available on my Obamacare HMO sucks. I'll refer to him as Dr. Mycroft, which is almost an anagram of his name. It's been 4 days since I was in the mother tunnel of the MRI. Mycroft calls me with the results. He sounds like a 30 Brando. He says, there's no shunt malfunction. This is the only impression I'll do. But there's a small amount of blood visible in my brain. What? He says, hematoma like this is usually caused by trauma, like a car accident. I say, well, I haven't been in a car accident. He says, well, call if it gets worse. Then he hangs up. October 6th, my pediatric medical records arrived from Vermont, and I read about my brain tumor. I have a brain tumor. My pediatric neuros were kind enough to say calcified glioma, but hop over to WebMD. Glioma means tumor. It didn't grow or change, which means benign tumor. The headaches are worse and now accompanied by mild nausea and sharp pains down my limbs. I have a brain tumor and I'm dying. We're all dying. But I might be dying soon. Vlad is scared. I'm scared. October 7th, appointment with Mycroft. He looks like Brando at the beginning of the end, or maybe the end of the end. He slouches against the wall. He repeats questions or asks questions answered by what I just finished saying. It's like a Cold War interrogation, trying to see if I'll change my story. I ask what I feared asking for 20 years. Can I expect a shunt placed in 1991 to last my whole life? He says, well, I don't know you. This is my first time seeing you. I think, yeah, fuckface. Tell me something I don't know. But I say nothing, like a coward. Mycroft says, call if it gets worse. October 23rd, it got worse, so I called. The headaches have shifted to neck aches along the shunt. The ringing in my ears now sometimes interferes with daytime hearing. Keeping my neck bound like this, actually like this, eases the pain. I don't know why. Walgreens sells rags in many attractive colors, a six-pack for $5.99. I fashion them into little kerchiefs. Vlad calls them comfort rags. At the appointment with Mycroft, I mentioned the brain tumor. On Mycroft's confusion, I produce a copy of my medical records from my bag. No, it's fine, you didn't read them when I faxed them. I have a copy right here. Oh, maybe the glioma was what was on the MRI, not a hematoma. What? You should talk to a neurosurgeon. And I calmed down because, yes, I should see a different doctor. Goodbye, Mycroft. November 11th, appointment with neurologist, nice young Jewish Dr. Nussbaum for a second opinion. Nussbaum orders a series of blood tests for vitamin deficiencies, infection, overall health. These all come up normal. Good news is good news, says Nussbaum. But why still the lingering ringing in the ears, eustachian pressure, occasional headaches, neck aches, numbness? The human body, what can I say? Nussbaum shrugs. Call me if it gets worse, he says. December 10th, appointment with neurosurgeon Dr. Chef. I call him that because his last name reminds me of a famous ravioli chef. Dr. Chef says he knows what's wrong, and I probably need brain surgery. What? Buck, what? Dr. Chef pushes the valve on my shunt, which is like a button on the back of my head that I'm not supposed to press. And he observes it filling too slowly. That's a malfunction, he says. He also says the MRI shows early signs of vertical slit syndrome. Is that bad? Yeah, it's bad. But I'm feeling good, so we skip doing a spinal tap and schedule a CAT scan in March to see if anything's changed. February 13th, it's 2015, and I'm on a PPO now. Fuck HMOs. I pay a lot more money, but I can navigate my medical life like an adult without getting permission slips to see specialists, so, okay, fine. Appointment with a neurosurgeon, Dr. Vasily. This is part of my see doctors until two of them say the same thing plan. Vasily contradicts most of what Chef said. Based on the clean MRI, my shunt is not malfunctioning. I don't show any signs of slit syndrome, and a CAT scan presents a great deal of radiation and risk. They recommend no more than 3 CAT scans in a whole lifetime. Who's they? I don't know, the lords of science and medicine, I guess. They. I've already had 2 CAT scans, so sorry, Chef, I'm not wasting my 3rd one on you. Vasily doesn't know what might be causing my symptoms, but in his opinion and experience, it isn't shunt-related. This is pretty close to Nussbaum, so I'm going to call it a match. And that means that this is not now, nor ever has been, a shunt problem or a tumor problem, so it's May 6th, which is today. The symptoms have almost entirely gone away on their own. I'm a healthier person now. I joined a gym and I'm on that recumbent bike like a middle-aged man fresh from divorce court. No more neck aches. I stopped wearing comfort rag in March. No more neck aches. Good news is good news, right? It's like death conspired with my body to play a long practical joke, but they're Dadaists, and I'm like, I don't get the joke, guys, and they're like, I'm still looking for that person with the neuro degree to credibly say the magic words. I know what happened. It's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. But if for some reason that's wrong, and these are some of my last moments on this earth, I couldn't be happier than to spend them on stage, hearing my voice over a public address system with all of you. Thank you.